The version of you that wakes up early and stays disciplined isn't more motivated than you, she just has a routine. For a long time, I thought people who woke up early at 5 a.m. were just naturally more driven or had more willpower. But the more time I spend focusing on building better habits, the more I've realized it's actually about structure. So today I'm bringing you along for my 5 a.m. morning routine and the habits that help me wake up early, stay disciplined, and follow through even when I don't feel like it. Because this year we're sticking to the plan. One thing I've realized about waking up early is that the hardest part isn't actually the alarm going off, it's the decision you make within the first few seconds after. The disciplined version of yourself doesn't sit there negotiating with her about whether she feels like getting up, she just follows the routine she's already decided on. And a habit becomes easier to stick to when it's predictable, so when I wake up at the same time and follow the same steps every morning, my brain just starts to expect it. And if you're someone who hits snooze like I used to, something that helped me was reminding myself that the first few minutes are always the hardest part, and once you're actually up and moving, it's usually way easier than your brain makes it seem when the alarm first goes off. And when the alarm does go off, I try to move immediately, so I sit up, turn off the alarm, and start the first step of my routine before my brain has time to negotiate with myself.
Good morning. Cheers, 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 cheers. Oh, that was so cringy. Anyways.
Something that makes me feel more awake in the mornings and that I genuinely look forward to is moving my body right away. And it definitely doesn't have to be a full workout. Even a few minutes of stretching like I do can help wake you up naturally and make the rest of your routine feel a little bit easier. This just helps increase circulation, loosen up your muscles after sleeping, and gently wake up your body so you're not relying only on coffee to feel alert. Besties. I keep losing track of what day I'm on for 75 hard, but I will pop it on the screen here. All I know is I'm almost there. I'm almost there and I'm so excited. Before this challenge, I was not waking up at 5 a.m. I was not waking up at 5, 6, or 7 a.m. I was waking up at like 8, 9, or 10 a.m. So I'm extremely grateful that I've been able to get back on track with my routine. And it feels so nice to wake up early. I've been absolutely loving being an early bird. I love waking up and rising with the sun. Something about it just feels so peaceful to me to be awake and then just have it be so calm outside. Even though we are in the winter, I know it can get a little dark. It still feels peaceful, it still feels nice, and yeah, I'm really loving it. So today I have a Pilates class. It's not until a little later. I honestly wish they were at like 7:30 a.m. but it's not an option where I go to the gym, so we have a bit of time to pass, but that's okay. I like to be productive before I go to my class, and I still like waking up early even if I'm not going to the gym right away. Normally, right now I'd be getting ready to go to the gym to either do a leg day, an upper body day, or a cardio and abs day. But since I'm doing Pilates, I won't be leaving until like 9, but I can do a walk before my class and then do my class. So I still have a lot of things in my routine that I like to do before then. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. One of my favorite parts of my routine is doing my skincare because I just love when my skin looks all glowy afterwards and it feels so nice.
feel like something that's really helped my energy in the mornings is eating a high protein breakfast within about the first 30 minutes of waking up. I also try to eat before I have coffee and drink water because having caffeine on an empty stomach can sometimes make me feel more jittery. So starting with food first just helps keep my energy a lot more steady. And something that helps me with consistency is just keeping my breakfast simple. I literally have this protein yogurt bowl every single day so I don't have to overthink anything. I'm also just naturally obsessed with yogurt bowls. I could eat this every single day and not get tired of it. And recently I actually started making greens in the morning. I feel like it just makes me feel like I'm taking care of my body, and it's just another ritual that I like to do. And of course, once I'm done my breakfast, my water, and my greens, I have a coffee, and this is the moment where my brain officially wakes up.
So much more awake now. Waking up early can definitely be hard, but I find once I'm up, and it's hard for me to want to go back to sleep, and I just feel so good right now. I would much rather push through the initial feeling of being extremely tired to get to this point than wake up later in the day. I don't know, I just love the feeling of having time and not feeling rushed. And since I have some extra time, I'm actually going to work on my Pilates course, which if you don't already know, I am in the middle of training to become a Pilates instructor. I'm doing it through Bar Body, and I'm doing an online course, and right now I'm in the middle of learning anatomy, and it is a lot of information, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't have any sort of background in learning about the body. So this is kind of my first time absorbing all of this information, but I am absolutely loving it. I'm finding myself like nerding out learning about this. And I'm just so excited to get to the point where I'm able to teach, and I obviously want to bring that experience to you, bestie, as well. So I think I'm gonna offer online classes and online group classes so that 1, I can meet you, and 2, we can work out together, and 3, that way it's accessible to everybody. Sometimes it's hard to be able to get to a Pilates studio, or sometimes you just feel more comfortable working out at home, or you just don't have the time to get out of the house, so it's just convenient to do it from home. And as somebody who works from home, sometimes it's just nice to be able to wake up and get on my mat and do a nice little workout. So yeah, enough rambling. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to be certified. And if you guys want to hear more about this journey, please let me know, because I can definitely kind of talk about the process more and my journey so far and all that stuff once I'm certified. In case any of you are wanting to become a Pilates instructor, I'd love to help you out if that's something you'd be interested in. I'm going to dive into my course for the next little bit, for about an hour and a half. Right now I'm in the middle of learning all of the lower body anatomy, so the gluteal muscles, hamstrings, and calves, and how they all work together and how to isolate them properly, and all the bones, the joints, and alignment, and all that crazy stuff. This is the part I'm actually most excited about. So I'm gonna get started on this, and then we're gonna get ready so that we can go on a walk before our Pilates class.
I try to use the early hours for things that move my life forward, so studying, planning, or working towards goals before the day gets busy. I just feel like there's less distractions in the morning, and my brain feels a lot more clear because I haven't used up my energy on any other decisions yet.
Hey besties, this is today's gym fit. I'm gonna wear this top from Owner Active, and it's just this long line top with a square neckline. It's so cute. And then it's like a racer back with an adjustable strap. And then for my leggings, I'm gonna be wearing Define, of course. These are the Impact line in the shade Truffle. They've got the glute contouring, the subtle scrunch. Yeah, I love this color combo together. I just think it looks so good. And then it's a little bunched up right now, but I'm gonna be wearing my Lululemon jacket with these. So let's get dressed. I have my yoga mat with me, got my headphones that I just charged, my running shoes, and oh, I forgot a water bottle. I definitely can't go to the gym without a water bottle. Okay, let's try that again. I've got my water bottle, my yoga mat, my headphones, my running shoes, and most importantly, I have you girls. And for once, my camera isn't dead, so love that. But since I do a Pilates class, it's not really guaranteed that I can film. I will try my best, but it's hard because I don't like to get other people in the video. It makes me uncomfy. So I only film if I'm not beside anybody and I'm like at the back of the room, which is pretty rare. I have to get there early if I want to get that spot. But yeah, I'll try my best. But before the class, we're gonna do a 45-minute walk. So I'm gonna be done both my workouts by the time 11:30 rolls around, which is amazing. And I love moving my body first thing in the morning. It just wakes me up even more and it makes me feel so good. The endorphins be endorphining. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm singing. Does anyone else sing when they feel a little awko taco? And I don't know why. That's actually such a bad habit. I've never really thought about that before. Yeah, that's what I do, in case you were wondering. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to some tunes. We've made it to the gym. I am going to switch to recording on my phone because I will not be able to record on my camera. It's a little too big, but yeah, let's go inside.
Lately, I've been incorporating a lot more Pilates into my routine, and it's not just because I'm in the middle of becoming an instructor. One of the reasons I actually fell in love with Pilates is because it focuses on controlled movement, deep core strength, proper alignment, which all helps to improve stability and overall body awareness. I also love moving my body in the mornings because it sets the tone for the rest of the day, and once you've already done something positive for yourself early on, it's a lot easier to stay consistent with the rest of your routine. And you may or may not have noticed that there's a theme throughout this entire routine so far, and it all comes back to structure. I've realized that discipline doesn't really come from motivation, it comes from the systems that you build into your day. Because on the days when you're tired or don't feel like doing something, you're not relying on willpower, you're just following the routine you've already set up for yourself. And I feel like we'll almost always fall back on the standards we set and the habits that become automatic. And that's why the little things matter so much. Waking up when your alarm goes off, making your bed, moving your body, because over time those habits shape the person that you're becoming, aka the version of you who wakes up early and stays consistent.
This is my favorite post-Pilates tradition. Every Tuesday and Friday, I come and I get my favorite iced latte from my favorite cafe. I recently switched up my order. Iced almond vanilla lattes, and before it was iced caramel oat lattes. Something about spring and it getting more sunny. I'm just feeling the vanilla almond vibe. I also predicted that I would indeed not be able to film my Pilates class, so I'm gonna have to insert a clip of a mat Pilates session that I do tomorrow that's like self-guided. Drink my coffee. We're gonna sing some songs while we drive home. I'm one happy girl, and when we get home, the workday begins. I am totally nerding out right now because remember how I was telling you girls about my Pilates earlier in this video? Well, I officially received my little training book. Right now, lately I've just been using their online training, but this is going to be so helpful and I cannot wait to go through this. It goes into so much more detail, and there's like pages that are interactive and stuff like that, and it gives you exercises. I am beyond excited. Like, little fangirl moment over here. But anywho, we gotta get to work. Now for the fun part of my day, it's time to clock into work, and I work from home. And I'm extremely grateful and lucky to be able to work from home. And right now I'm working towards becoming a full-time YouTuber and a Pilates instructor. So I'm really excited about having all of these things kind of going on at once. And I'm currently making a Notion planner template that I am going to be making available to you guys as well. I was thinking about it, and I love planning with paper, but it is just so much more convenient to plan with digital because I always have my phone, laptop, and iPad on me, and sometimes I just need to do a little planning sesh, and I don't always have my paper and notebooks with me, and Notion is super aesthetic, so I'm in the middle of making something fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I hope this video inspired you and motivated you to start waking up a little bit earlier. I have been absolutely loving waking up earlier, so this is your sign. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bestie!